99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Uncle Jimmy will be back either Saturday or next week to take you through the Daily Digest properly. But today on the show, I want us to examine the security situation in Nigeria. I want us to talk about this as people who are concerned, because there's this thing about us as a people. We usually don't feel concerned if it doesn't affect us, but in terms of security, it will affect us whether it's far or whether it's near. I mean, we all can feel it, we all can experience it in the area of food scarcity, in the area of food insecurity. At least we all can know that now. For instance, if we're not having all the killings in Benue, if we're not having all the kidnappings and destruction in Benue, I think that to a very large extent, we will not be having food insecurity that we're having now. The same thing goes for the killings in Zamfara, in Katsina. There is no gainsaying that there is this strong link between insecurity and food security, especially in Nigeria here. And to my mind, I think that the government has largely failed in this space. I mean, let's be frank with ourselves. The government has largely failed in this area. Everything is politics with the Nigerian government, successive Nigerian government, right from Goodluck Jonathan when he was dealing with Boko Haram. I remember when the Chibok girls were first kidnapped. What was the response? Maybe there was none, but it was more like they are playing politics with people's lives until it became apparent that this was real. Even after then, he came up to say that there were saboteurs, there are moles, and all of those things. And Buhari came in, the same story. I mean, to a very large extent, President Buhari did a lot to rearm the Nigerian military. He bought a few military hardware, equipment, helicopter, jets, fighter jets, and all of that. Yes, to a very large extent. The Tinubu government is fairly new, almost 2 years. There will be two on May 29, a couple of weeks away, which also means that they should have known, they should have been aware that Nigeria actually has an insecurity problem. Nigeria cannot afford to have perpetual insecurity problem. So the question is, why have all the strategies being employed failed? Why has it been difficult to tame these terrorists? Why have our borders been so porous for many years? Maybe since the creation of Nigeria itself. Before the creation of Nigeria itself. So much that we can have aliens, foreigners, come into this country, create a community for themselves in this country, start to collect taxes from the people that own the land, the real citizens of this country. And government will not know about it, or government cannot do anything about it. How does that even make sense to begin with? And we are not ashamed to come to the public as government officials to say they are not speaking our language. These are men who look like us, but they are not us. They are from another country. We are not ashamed to say all of that. And can we also remove the influence of external support, sponsorship for these terrorists, because that's what they are. They are not armed herdsmen. If you're armed, you are a herdsman, and you kill somebody, you are no more armed herdsman. You are a terrorist. And government should name things the way they should be named. There is power, there is strength in identifying what should be identified, and call them what they are. Don't call them bandits. They are not bandits. They are terrorists. Call them what they are. They will enter Benue State, kill people, murder people, and you still call them herdsmen or bandits. How? Who is the government scared of? Who are the security agencies scared of? Why can't you start with a name? Let's even do the simplest thing first. The simplest thing first. Start with a name. Call them by their name. They are terrorists. That's what they are. From there, you can initiate appropriate response. The kind of response you give to a terrorist. Or are we scared of that response? Are there some powers somewhere within and outside of the country that we are scared of? We put these interests above the interest of our own people that are being killed, that are being maimed, our livelihoods that are being destroyed by these terrorists. We keep coming off with as given orders to re-strategize, as given orders to move, as given orders. Who needs to get orders if that is your job? Why should the president have to give directive? I am sure the military chiefs, the service chiefs, they know exactly that they don't need a directive from the president. So we're in essence, what I'm saying is we are tired of political statements. We don't want orders. The service chiefs should do the job, why they are called service chiefs. That is what we want them to do. I'm looking forward to a day where we would have military men like we had back in the day that would, fear nobody and speak the truth. If you don't have enough equipment, say that you don't have enough equipment. If you don't have enough budget or funding for the men who put their lives on the line every day, say it. Now you're opening this thing for Lagos people. You're targeting 1,000 Lagos people to go and join the military. I mean, it's a good thing to serve the fatherland. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to want to serve. I'm not even going to discourage you. If you feel compelled to join, move to this fight against terrorism, good. I mean, do it. But the responsibility, the bulk of the responsibility is on the elite, the political class, to make sure that they fund the military very well. The responsibility is on the military hierarchy to make sure that the funds allocated to them is used judiciously. Judiciously, rather. It's also the responsibility of the both of them. Because I do not understand why we budget money for the military and then we can't know what the military used those monies for. I don't know. Has anyone seen, how these monies are being utilized before? What is being paid for what? This, like the House of Reps said, the security situation in this country, if not tamed, could snowball into something completely beyond our control. Completely beyond our control. And the funny thing is, not that we've not been here before. We've been here before. Now, how the heck did we find ourselves back here? Is it that we didn't learn from when we were there? When we tackled this, we didn't learn. We have not institutionalized intelligence gathering to have found out, to have known way ahead before these people started to regroup. We didn't see it. What is the role of NIA? What is the role of DSS? Why do we have these agencies? And these people don't regroup in small numbers. No matter how small they are, intelligence gathering is more sophisticated. And I believe that we have people who are capable in these places. But then why didn't we see it coming? Why didn't we see Mahmouda regrouping? Why didn't we see Boko Haram regrouping? ISIS is there. They are probably even strengthening themselves. And maybe some other groups that we don't know about now. Yeah, I'm sure that they are listening and they are saying, yeah, this boy does not know what. I'm not supposed to know. That is the thing. That is why you are supposed to know. I am supposed to speak the way I'm speaking because it's painful. That is why you are there. That is why you occupy that office. To get things done, to gather intelligence, supply intelligence to the military, for the military to be able to do their work effectively. Where's my tea? Let me take a little tea. Okay. Let me come to the telephone lines and we can talk about this insecurity problem. Because in my mind, I would believe that even if we're going to have attacks and everything, it's not going to be this bad anymore. And believe it or not, Nigeria's defense budget is like the biggest in the sub-region in West Africa. Maybe even in Central Africa, safe. Our defense budget. And understandably so. We are a big country, we are a large country. Our military has history. But are we doing as much as we should? No, obviously no. 0201-277-0993. That's for male callers. Female only line is 0201-465-7190 for the female callers. That is 0201-465-7190. WhatsApp is 0809-597-5805 on WhatsApp. Okay. Let's start with the calls. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Quadry.
Yes, please.
My name is Peter, speaking from VI.
Welcome, Mr. Peter.
Thank you. You asked a series of questions during your analysis, and I really want to be surprised with one thing. Is it that we no longer have investigative journalists among you? There are a lot of information trending. Is it not possible to really investigate all these things and really bring them out in the national television, national newspaper, national radio? The story about the California that is being harvested in the northeast by the Americans. And the Americans are protecting the people that are harvesting this thing, the so-called terrorists. And Nigerian government is aware, and Nigerian government will not even allow the military to go there. That is a reason why some of the leaders in the past said that Nigerian government have hands in the terrorism that is going on in this country. So is it not possible to expose all these things? I have a lot of military friends that confirm the fact that when they go out there, when it gets to the point of attacking, they will receive order not to attack. What does that show? Is it really true that Nigeria as a country, if the whole of Sudan, if the whole of Mali, if the whole of Chad are really coming in full-fledged war against Nigeria, Nigeria will not be able to defeat them, let alone just few terrorists that are taking over the whole country, killing humans like fowl. When we are talking about imitation, we compare ourselves with America, but I tell you something today.
Okay.
If one American soldier died today, the government will make sure they find out what killed that man, and justice must be brought to whoever the culprit is. But today in Nigeria, Nigerian military men are being killed. Nigerians, innocent citizens, are being killed like fowl. And government turn their back to this. What is really happening? So the truth remains that I'm very, very sure the government is aware of what is going on. If they are not aware, let them come out to the public and prove their innocence. Good morning, Quadry.
Good morning to you too. Thank you for your submission. Appreciate it. It's 9:24 from our studio, which means I've got just 1 minute left to have a chat with you before the break, which also gives me the opportunity to perhaps take one or two comments. That would buy some time, because I don't want to take your call. Then the messages would come in, and then my name is Ikeman. Is it Ikeman now? Says Nigeria seems to be the only country where they try to pacify terrorists. Buhari defended them by saying that these herdsmen were defending themselves with sticks. That's Eichmann who dropped that. Eichmann, thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's go on now. Let's take this break. When we return from this break, we'll take more of your calls and your thoughts on the conversation this morning. Stay here on Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. I'll be right back.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Oh no! Not my engine again. What is all this now?
My neighbor, save yourself all this stress with AP Lubricants. AP Lubricants are high-quality engine oils that protect your engine by keeping it clean, improve its performance, and help your engine last longer. Even my trusted mechanic recommends them. Yes, AP Lubricants are a range of high-grade engine oils, including Visco 2000, Super Visco Static, HD40, Diesel Motor Oil, and many others. They are specially blended for various automotive, household, industrial, and marine purposes, and can be used for petrol and diesel engines.
Thank you so much, my neighbor. Thank you.
AP Lubricants are available nationwide at all AP service stations and lubricant retail shops. AP Lubricants, engineered for excellent engine performance.
Remember the name Arenas Plus. When malaria strikes, Arenas Plus. Remember the name Arenas Plus. When you feeling down, Arenas Plus.
Arenax Plus is the name to remember when you need to beat malaria with ease. Arenax Plus is a combination of artemether and lumenfantrine and is effective in the treatment of malaria in adults and children. So the next time malaria strikes, remember the name. Arenax Plus beats malaria with ease. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see a doctor. Available in pharmacies near you. Arenax Plus is a quality product from Swiffer.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abi?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said
hfm.com.
Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Oh yeah, pay your money from the back. I beg, I don't get change, oh.
Conductor, take the money.
I don't come again. Where I won't find change for this big money now?
Okay, just take the money.
Auntie, I don't get change, oh. If you know say you don't get change, you better come down now.
Calm down, boss. No need for change. I go pay for everybody inside this bus. Plus you and the driver there.
Cash, madam. You get money, oh.
No be so. I just want to share the goodness. In fact, soft drink. Bring one more Guinness for everybody.
It's always a good time to share goodness and spread positivity. Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy metal frame design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power in a flash? 90 watts fast charge rockets you from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series. Pro design, Pro AI.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
We're back on Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Yes, let's have the conversation. Let's have the discussion. It's a discussion program. It's not an interview program. It's not a magazine program. It's purely a discussion program. I myself can talk from the beginning to the end. The program is designed that way. Or I can take calls. I can bring experts here and we have a conversation, on the topic, But I'd like for you to weigh in on the resurgence of insecurity, deadly insecurity in parts of the country. I'm going to go back to telephone lines right now. Please turn off your radio, okay? And head straight for your point when you call in. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning, sir.
This is Franklin calling from Ikorodu.
Welcome, Franklin.
Yeah, it's really a pity for Nigeria when it comes to the aspect of insecurity. Just like the first caller said, the government of this nation, they are aware of all the killings that is happening in this country. There is no way that they will say they are not aware. Because if you look at all the states we have, they are states that we have not been heard. If you come to so many of the states in Nigeria, they have governors, they have vigilantes, they have borders. So there is no how a stranger will come into your community and you will not identify that this is a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, for you to know that the government is actually aware, there is no country you will see terrorists enter the military camp and kill any person there and go out. It is not possible. It's never possible. If you like, go out and find out in other African countries that are not even up to Nigeria. There is no military barracks that criminals will come into that barracks and kill just one military man and go out freely. So that is to tell you, how did they know? How did they go and take the militaries unaware and kill? It tells you that they have a lead. They have somebody who tells them that this is the only time you can enter the barracks and kill and goes out. That means that this is the only person, this is the only way you can go through into this community and destroy people. Because I don't see the reasons why you will go in a community and wipe so many numbers of people and then nobody sees you when you were coming in. It's not possible. We have to tell the truth. So the government, they are the only people that can stop this. They should leave their political biases, their enmity that they have in the politics. Because if you look at why they are not stopping all this, it's because of revenge. They want to take revenge. They want to show this person that they are more powerful than the other candidates. They want to show that this is their territory. They are controlling things over that place. So you are in another state or from another place. Even the president cannot come and control his state for him. It is what they are proving. That is why they are unable to stop all the killings that is happening. And if they don't stop it, that is where we can never get a good Nigeria. The government, they are aware. You cannot tell me that they don't. A military person is not well trained. A policeman is not well trained. So what is the aspect of them being in the security force? So it is not about them being trained. It is about the command they receive from the state. It is the command that they receive from the above that they are acting on. So if there is war front and then the commander said, stop, no more shooting, do you think the junior officer will continue shooting to prove himself? The commander will shoot him and say he was stubborn during the war. So which means the order from above is what has made them not to be able to stop all what is happening. For instance, I remember during the election and the campaign, there were some trailers of Niger who already has voters card, Nigerian voters card with them coming into the country. Where did they get it from? And where were they going? Are you sure all of them have left Nigeria? Are you sure they are not revenging? Are you sure they are not hiding in one of two bushes there? Coming out to kill when they get information. All one thing I know is that they who kill by sword will die by sword. God said it. And he is not a God that he lies. All the politicians that think they will put ladder to claim and go up and meet God to face judgment, they should not worry. That ladder will be very weak for them. God should help and save Nigeria, innocent citizens.
Thank you. Thank you for your thoughts. Appreciate it. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mercy calling you from Ikorodu.
Good to have you.
Thank you. Now, rehabilitation of repentant terrorists. I quote Buhari, the former president. He said most of these terrorists are coming from neighboring countries. And today you are rehabilitating them, putting some of them into our military, taking some of them into the schools where some other reliable Nigerians are. Then you bring them back to the same society that they have destroyed and put some flags in some of the villages claiming it to be their own. And then they come and tell you they have repented. And you bring them without even telling Nigerians what you did to the foreigners that Buhari claim are coming from neighboring countries. You turn all of them to become Nigerians. And then they still go back, give their people that they have given flags to stay there, and they will give them information. At least they come out not to tell you that here we are, we can do and undo, and we repent, we have been forgiven. And now, I want to say this. There's a young guy who is on social media. He has rained sexual abuse, a northern boy, on our president, Tinubu. Nobody has spoken anything about that boy. What did Vincent Osedid? Just challenging the EFCC of lack of competency. We see how they kidnapped him and accept the fact that they arrested him after this. I will tell you, you will not want to know the torture Vincent has gone through in their hands. That is by the west side. Now I want to say this. Soldiers are being asked to go to the war front. Who is the commander-in-chief? It's Tinubu. A commander-in-chief leaves his country that is burning, killings everywhere, and you left your country for more than 2 weeks. You came back. No reliable statement from you. And you are telling me you have the good of this nation at heart? I dare him to come and prove that to the entire Nigerians. Now, that is that about that. A soldier will come out and cry out and tell you that this is what we are facing. There's a young boy, and that is why it's telling me for media. It's like they are also restricting you people from letting the world know what is happening. There's a young soldier that has been crying on social media. How he stood up against one of his commanders. And he was arrested, but luckily enough for him, they didn't kill him. The only thing they did for him was to pull off his shirt for coming out to try to expose them. And you think that those organs, see, I am telling you, I thank God that if there's any one thing Abacha did for Nigeria is to make us know that no terrorism will go on in this Nigeria for more than 24 hours and any government will come and say they don't have hand in it. And we are seeing the proof. I am even challenging the commander in chief now of our army that he is the number one man sponsoring the terrorists. It will prove me wrong, and I have my reasons. My reason is this. Recently, Edo State cried out that they saw people who they claim is terrorist people. And we see the threat that those people wanted to leash on them, and they burned them alive, which was not good. But the old governors, both Edo State governor and the northern governor, all gang up against the killers. Today, we are not hearing anything about it. But after that time, 54 killed in Benue, 39 killed in Jos. No one governor came out. And you are telling that all the governors are not supporting terrorists? We have seen lists of names coming out from different countries, telling Nigerians that these are your sponsors. What have they done about it? Nothing. And you are telling me that the commander-in-chief is blindfolded? Please, let us tell ourselves the truth. If they want to turn Nigeria into terrorist state or nation, they should tell us, we are ready to become terrorists. If that will make us get our country back. Because it's obvious. No government official will tell me that they are not aware and that they don't know the hideout of these people. Now, Leah Shaributi today, no media is saying it again. Even the media that took it upon themselves have killed it down. What happened to that girl? She was the only one that was not released because of her religion. You know what will kill Nigeria? The religion, ethnicity, and our inability not to prevent foreigners who are ready to take over the nation. See, go around the entire Africa. I tell you, Nigeria is the number. Of course, we don't need to say it. But the way we are going now, we are already selling ourselves. I am still saying it. I grew up to learn that Fulanis were foreigners who came to reside in our nation. At what point did they become citizens?
Okay. Oh, the network. Let's wait for her a little. She's not coming back. Well, thank you. Submission noted. Thank you. Joy has also dropped because Joy was on the line for quite some time. I'm going to take this message before I go back to telephone lines. I was there and other places for peacekeeping, peace enforcement, and war. The public can never get the truth. There are what can be best described as unwritten orders. It is more complex and clandestine than your imaginations. Regular press and journalists also compromised. And I am sure they still do. Happy day. Let me leave your name out of this, okay? I know you put your name there, but I'm going to leave your name out of it. Thank you for sharing this. 9:41 is the time. Daily Digest with Jimi Disu is the show that you're listening to. In countries like China, India, and Israel, military service is mandatory for youths around the age of 18, often lasting several years. This national service requirement is a significant aspect of their development and civic duty. That's Ifeanyi. Are you saying that Our young people should go through military compulsory compulsory military training. Akim from Songo said the simple truth is that our military officers have become politicians. No more accountability. Didi says, that's Daily Digest, Abby. That's the meaning of Didi. The level of insecurity is due to lack of political will. Lives are worthless on the altar of politics. We grew up in this country when community policing is prime. We know everyone that comes in and out. Why are we not doing everything or anything to stop all these senseless killings? Most villages in Osun, Ekiti, Kwara, Kogi, Niger are deserted and can be overrun by bandits in hours. We need to search our conscience. That's Ayo who put this across. Ayo, thank you for sharing this. Okay, let me take this. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Bola speaking from Ojo.
Welcome, Bola. Talk to me.
Yeah, I've been pondering over this for the past 3 years now, and I want to lay my submission from another angle.
Okay.
Due to my observation. Though all what people have been saying, I reckon with it. I think they are saying the truth. But I think all these things work hand in hand. Do you notice on YouTube, there is something trending on YouTube these days? When you see these hunters in the bush, people that are living, segregated people that are living in the bush that are separated from the, from the country or whatever in Africa.
Okay.
All these whites go there, try to show them love, play with them, stay with them there, and all that. And sometimes I look at this thing, I see, what for? I think it is not only just because of their showing love. There should be ulterior motive under all these things. You going there and you are targeting the hunters, those warriors among them inside the bush, the bush, and you are trying to train them, you are trying to show them love, you are trying to live with them and all that. I think these are the people that some certain organization are, pointing to all these terrorists to come and carry out some of their agendas. It just came out to us recently about the UNICEF whatever secret that was linked out, that they are so sponsoring Boko Haram and all that. I think these are.
Where did you hear this? Where did you hear the secret? I've not seen that.
No, the secret that the USA government linked that UNICEF are part of sponsor of Boko Haram. Is it not UNICEF or what? I'm
not clear about what you're saying, but just go on. I'm not clear, to be honest with you. I'm not clear.
Yes, okay. So I think we look into all these things as well. There are some people going into the book, recruiting some certain tribes to come and be using them to carry out their certain agenda in their mind. So it might be a conspiracy theory to any person, because me, I used to look deep into matters. So that's why I said I want to look from another angle. What people have been saying right from time is true, but these are another angle that me I want to use to join what people have been saying as well. And I tell you, concerning this Nigeria matter, Sheriff, I know you will not agree with me.
Maybe.
I think the only way we can tackle this thing heads on is for a true patriotic military head of state to come in and control things for like 3 or 5 years before handing over to politicians again. Politicians can no more do this thing anymore. Look at the other country that the military have taken place. They can give orders to do things, but with this democracy and politicians,
You are very correct when you said that. You know that I would not agree with you. That's because I can't agree with you. If you lived through the era of military dictatorship, I'm sure that you may not agree with yourself as well. There are some things that you clamor for because you don't know the consequences. You have an idea of what you think that thing can bring to you, but you have no idea. You have no picture of what that thing will take away from you. I think that's the best way I can simplify you calling for military dictatorship. Even you, ma, you go feel it. You go sweat inside Hamatan. You go sweat. Okay. I'm gonna take this message quickly. I've got this one here. Oh, where is it? So this is quite this is long. So let me take it. It says, on the rampaging insecurity in Nigeria, I'm asking, where are our much celebrated Super Tucano? India's aggressive push for the elimination of Pakistan's based terror group is an example which our leaders should emulate in dealing with these monsters called terrorists that spring up in different forms, but with the same mission of destructions and killings. Any leader that is so conquered by second-term ambition would obviously be reluctant to aggressively deal with insecurity, because a highly placed powerful people behind the terrorists would threaten such leader with the possibility of punishing him with no more support attitude in the next election. Let politicians sacrifice their personal political ambition in order to save the potentially endangered lives. God save Nigeria. Steve from Ikorodu. Steve, thank you for sharing your thoughts. I have another one, this time on Facebook. We're streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. Dixon is on Facebook, and Dixon says, to me, I believe the same way our government have succeeded in weaponizing hunger and illiteracy is the same way they are weaponizing insecurity for their own political agenda, so that each parent will come and preach, aspirants, will come and preach how he or she is going to end insecurity in Nigeria, and we will listen to them. That's Dixon who put that here on Facebook, our Facebook live stream. Dixon, thank you for sharing. Quickly going to jump on this before I come back to the telephone. This is Olumak from UK. Olumak says the issues of insecurity will be a thing of the past the day Nigerian government is ready to fight it without being partisan. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Individuals, groups, communities, and even nations will continue to be in anguish and pains when they jettison the truth. That's Olumak from the UK who sent that in. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Sheriff.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Collins calling from Lekki.
Talk to me, Collins.
Now, it's very, very annoying to find out that the governor who failed to protect the citizens in 2014 from Boko Haram is now vice president. Is that the payment for allowing Boko Haram to ravage the state? Because it's very annoying. In a normal circumstance, if somebody has failed in their job, they're not meant to be promoted. Right? Another question is, why is the police not a state entity? Why is it still federal? Why can't states protect their own citizens? Okay, fine. If you cannot do that, things like Amotekun that, vigilante groups should be states to have their own. So if southwestern states have their own Amotekun, other states should be able to protect their own citizens. Citizens have been crying, bleeding, dying, telling you that they're being attacked by terrorists. Everybody's quiet, right? There's a particular senator, a woman, that said the life of a cow is valued more than a human being's life. I was scared. I was shaking to my bone. I didn't really understand that.
I saw the video myself.
Like, what kind of country are we in? And later, in fact, from the trends, I can even see that it seems like our government is copying the U.S. government, because anything they do, we just sharply implement it. This Nigeria first. Trump has been saying, they want, to push their own American businesses. I'm sure they must have watched the news and said, you know what, this is a good policy, let's implement it. You that you went to go and buy presidential yacht, you didn't go and buy locally made yacht too. So when you have spent all the money to do all the things, buy from abroad and everything, you now remember that, okay, let's do Nigerian first. Did you sell all those things? You're not even taking the initiative to say, okay, I'm going to buy so and so and so and so from Nigeria. Let me even start the process. It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
It's ridiculous. The next step is, okay, what are we going to do? We've complained, we've talked on radio. In fact, journalists, somebody mentioned about journalists. Marianne was having the program yesterday. Journalists are scared to even come out to put anything, because before you put anything and one senator or governor does not like it, they will look for you and you'll be gone. If you don't have any political power, if you don't have any, you don't command any presence, you'll be gone. Nobody will know where you are. See the example of VDM. If it's not that they are doing protests and everything, nobody will know where he is.
Thank you.
He's very scared. That's why
Thank you, my
people
friend.
cannot come out to protest because they are afraid.
Thank you. We must go now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, before we go, I'd like to solicit for your support. We have a university undergraduate who needs our help. This person is dealing with a health challenge. They have dental tumor. The tumor is called aggressive ameloblastoma. It's in their mouth, and the tumor is there. They need about 1.1 million to get everything sorted out, and the family needs everybody's help. And this family is close to us here, okay? And I will call out the account number if whatever it is that you can do to help this individual get back to class to study. Please do help. It's the bank is GT Bank. The account number is 02644 3325. That's the account number, 02644 3325. 02644 3325. The account name is Jegede Samuel White. That's Jegede Samuel White. Please let's keep this individual alive and well. And thank you for your help, and God bless you as you help. I'm Sheriff Quadry. That's our daily digest for today. You can find me on TikTok at Sheriff Quadry, Twitter at Sheriff Quadry, and Instagram at Quadry Sheriff. Good morning to you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.